Welcome back to the channel. So let's continue solving questions from sets of class 11th mathematics. So this question is, let A be a set whose elements, or you can say objects or members, are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Insert the appropriate symbol epsilon or epsilon naught in the blank spaces. So let us first of all try to understand what this symbol means. Epsilon. It is a Greek alphabet which in mathematics represents something called belongs to. Similarly, epsilon naught, it represents does not belong to. We'll be using these symbols over and over again. Take for example, we have a set A where the elements are odd numbers less than 10. The members will be, or the elements will be 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. These are all odd numbers less than 10. Take for example, if someone asks me, is 7 an element of this set? We can see that 7 is a member of this very set. So we'll say yes, 7 belongs to E. Similarly, if someone asks me whether 8 is an element of this set, we can observe that 8 is not present in this very set. So we'll say that 8 does not belong to set E. So therefore, epsilon means belongs to and epsilon naught means does not belong to. So this is the very concept we are going to use in this very question. So part number first is 5 an element of A? Yes, we can see it is present in the set, so it belongs to E. Similarly, 8 is not present in the set, so it does not belong to E. 0, again 0 is not an element of the set, so again we'll say 0 does not belong to set E. 4, we can see that 4 is an element of set A, so it belongs to E. Similarly, 2 is an element of the given set, so 2 belongs to E. 10, we can observe that 10 is not an element of this very set, so we'll say that 10 does not belong to set E. Moving towards question number 3. The question is, write the following sets in roster form. First of all, we'll discuss how a set is represented. Representation of a set. There are two ways to represent a set. The first way is the roster form or tabular form. This form is also known as tabular form. And the second form is the set builder form. Okay, because in this question we have to write these sets in the roster form. Let us try to understand what roster form is and how it works. In roster form, all the elements of a set are enlisted. So we enlist all the elements of a given set within curly brackets. And these elements are separated by commas. So this is the first point to be noted, that in roster form we enlist all the elements of a given set within curly brackets, and these elements are separated by means of commas. Point number 2 to be noted is that this form is best suited for sets with a small number of elements. Or objects. So this is another point to be noted, that roster form is best suited for sets with a small number of elements. So these are the 2 points to be noted, to be kept in mind while representing a set in roster form. Now let's try to solve this very question. So part number 1 is the set of all x such that x is an integer and x is greater than or equal to -3 but less than 7. So here x represents an element and each x is having a property that it is an integer, and this x will be greater than or equal to -3 but less than -7. Now let's try to enlist the elements of this very set. So this set A will be -2, which is greater than -3, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So these will be the elements of this very set. So here you can observe that we have enlisted all the elements of the set and we have placed these elements in curly brackets, and each of these elements have been separated by a comma. Part number 2. The set of all x such that x is a natural number less than 6. Okay, let us see what will be the elements and let us try to represent this very set in roster form. So the elements of this set will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are all natural numbers and these are all less than 6. Moving towards next part. The set of all x such that x is a 2-digit natural number such that the sum of its digits is 8. So you'll have to take all 2-digit numbers such that the sum of its digits, the numbers which you are taking, the sum of the digits of those 2-digit numbers should be 8. So let's see what will be the members or elements of this set. Set C is equal to the first 2-digit number such that the sum is 8 will be 17. The second one will be 26. The third one will be 35. Fourth one will be 44. Next will be 53. The next one will be 62. Next will be 71. And the last one will be 80. All of these are 2-digit numbers and the sum of digits of each of these numbers is 8. Part number 4. D is equal to the set of all x such that x is a prime number which is a divisor of 60. So you'll have to find those numbers which are prime and which are divisors of 60. Prime as well as divisors of 60. So let's enlist the members, the objects or elements. So set D will be, the first element will be 2. 2 is prime as well as the divisor of 60. Similarly, next number will be 3, which is a prime number and a divisor of 60. The next will be 5. It is again prime and a divisor of 60. There is no other number which qualifies this very property. Part number 5. E is equal to the set of all letters in the word trigonometry. So let's form a set of letters of alphabets of this very word. So set E will be. So in roster form, each of these letters, each of these alphabets will be written and separated by means of commas. The first letter, the first alphabet T, the second one is R, I, G, O, N. Remember one thing, that while representing a set in roster form, repetition of members is avoided. That means you cannot repeat the same member, the same element. Here you can see that the letter O is twice. We'll have to write it only one time. Moving towards next member, that will be M. Next one will be E. T has been mentioned twice, so it will again be ignored. And next will be R, and the last one will be Y. So point to be remembered is that repetition of elements is always ignored. Part number 6 is set F is equal to the set of all letters in the word better. So let's see how this set will be represented in roster form. So set F will be having elements B, E, T. Again the repetition will be ignored, and the last one will be R. Here letter E or alphabet E and alphabet T, they are both being repeated. Hope this makes sense. Do subscribe the channel for more such content, and thanks for watching.